When you renounce nature, you find that she takes an interest in you. When you renounce her a little more, she begins to chase you. And when you finally don't care for her at all, she becomes your slave. Swami Vivekananda. What if I told you that you can gain complete control of your outer world through mastery of your inner world? The chains that bind us to this reality are cryptic, manifesting through the drives that aid in our survival and replication, presenting themselves as needs. But what if I told you that they are not actually needs, but mere desires? By renouncing these desires, you can attain everything you have ever wanted. You were born with drives that are so primal and strong that you subconsciously behave in certain ways without even realizing it. However, through renunciation of these desires, you can rise above them and consciously begin to control your behaviors. Eventually, you will consciously control your mind, and later, you will subconsciously control your entire world, both within and without. The first step to achieving this is to renounce nature. To do this, you need to cling to God. If you don't believe in God, that's fine. Cling to yourself. That will suffice. You also need a why before you begin this journey, as your why will be the anchor that holds you when the going gets tough. When your senses, everyone around you, and everything in your life urges you to break your vow, it is your why that will keep you strong on your path. So cling to God or yourself and think of a why and remember those. If you're new to all this, then write your why down on a piece of paper and pull it out every time the going gets tough and read it. There are two things you need to give up to fully renounce nature, and two paths. Firstly, you need to practice Akhanda brahmacharya or God mode, and secondly, you will need to practice fasting and destroy the food desire. One can practice retention and just temperance with their food if they want to elevate spiritually and improve their world, but God mode and fasting are the ways to completely renounce nature's grip on you and will supercharge you spiritually. To completely renounce nature properly, both of these are a sine qua non, as they will directly break the chains that bind you to nature. More on that in a bit. Disclaimer, I can't say that you won't succeed on your spiritual path without God mode or even retention, as many Sufis have realized without either of the above, and many Taoists have realized without God mode. But I will say this, it is my intention in this video to provide you with the strongest renunciation of Mother Nature and her grip on you, and thus, the quickest path to God realization. That said, if you don't want to do these methods, then good luck. But you better at least be balanced in these regards, because people with addictive tendencies on food or sex definitely do not stand a chance on the spiritual path. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more videos like this one. And keep watching until the end, and we will do a deep dive on how to completely renounce Mother Nature so you can begin to elevate to your divine true self. Nature's grip on people through biological drives is profound and far-reaching. From the moment of birth, individuals are innately driven by primal urges such as the desire to survive. This fundamental drive compels us to seek sustenance, safety, and comfort, shaping our behaviors and decisions. It manifests in our relentless pursuit of wealth, status, and material security as means to ensure survival and well-being. Moreover, these biological imperatives influence our daily lives, guiding us through routines and choices that prioritize self-preservation above all else. This primal instinct not only dictates our physical actions, but also subtly governs our psychological and emotional responses, creating a pervasive undercurrent in our existence. Similarly, nature's influence through the drive to replicate is equally profound and far-reaching. This innate urge compels individuals towards activities that ensure the continuation of the species, prominently including reproduction and family life. Media, both traditional and social, amplify these desires through depictions of romance, relationships, and parenthood, portraying them as essential components of a fulfilling life. These representations shape societal norms and personal aspirations, reinforcing the belief that fulfillment lies in forming intimate connections and raising offspring. Thus, the drive to replicate permeates cultural narratives, influencing how individuals perceive their roles in society and the importance they play on family and genetic lineage. The renunciation of nature, particularly through practices embraced by monks and spiritual aspirants, involves a deliberate rejection of the primal urges that govern human behavior. Monks and ascetics across various traditions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism undertake rigorous disciplines like Akhanda brahmacharya and fasting to transcend the grasp of biological drives. By practicing brahmacharya and abstaining from worldly pleasures, they redirect their energies towards spiritual pursuits and self-realization. This renunciation is driven by the belief that detachment from material desires and bodily impulses leads to inner peace, spiritual clarity, and union with the divine. Through disciplined practices and deep introspection, these individuals aim to liberate themselves from the cycle of desire and suffering, seeking a higher state of consciousness beyond the limitations of physical existence. God mode, also known as Akhanda brahmacharya in Hindu philosophy, represents the highest form of sexual sublimation. It is a state of complete renunciation of all sexual impulses and desires practiced by monks and spiritual aspirants dedicated to the pursuit of self-realization and union with the divine. In this state, individuals transcend the physical and psychological pulls of sexual energy, redirecting it towards spiritual growth and enlightenment. God mode leads to absolute control over thoughts, words, and actions, viewing sexual energy as a potent force that, when conserved and sublimated, enhances spiritual vitality and mental clarity. This rigorous practice requires unwavering commitment and discipline, aiming to purify the mind, body, and soul to attain profound spiritual realization and union with the cosmic consciousness. Fasting, practiced across various cultures and spiritual traditions, involves intentional abstention from food or certain types of food for defined periods. Beyond the physical benefits of detoxification and health improvement, fasting holds deep spiritual significance. It cultivates discipline, enhances mindfulness, and helps transcend bodily cravings. Spiritually, fasting purifies the mind and body, heightens awareness, and strengthens the connection with the divine. Whether for religious rituals, personal growth, or health reasons, fasting remains a powerful tool for introspection and renewal. Fasting offers a myriad of benefits extending into material, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Physically, it promotes detoxification by allowing the body to cleanse itself of accumulated toxins and metabolic waste. It aids in weight loss by regulating insulin levels and promoting fat metabolism. Fasting also improves cognitive function and mental clarity through increased production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor and enhanced neuronal autophagy. Emotionally and spiritually, fasting fosters discipline and self-control, building resilience against impulses and cravings. It encourages mindfulness and introspection, requiring heightened awareness of bodily sensations and mental states. Many spiritual traditions see fasting as a way to purify the soul and cultivate a deeper connection with the divine, or higher consciousness. By abstaining from physical nourishment, practitioners redirect their focus inward, seeking spiritual growth, enlightenment, and a renewed sense of purpose. Thus, fasting serves as both a physical detoxification tool and a spiritual practice promoting holistic well-being. Fasting and Akhanda brahmacharya represent profound paths to renouncing the grip of nature and realizing one's true self. These practices transcend mere physical disciplines. They are spiritual journeys that also demand commitment and profound introspection. Fasting cleanses the body and mind, promoting clarity and spiritual awareness, while God mode involves complete sublimation of sexual energy and attachment to worldly desires. Together, they offer a transformative path to liberation from the compulsions of nature, guiding individuals towards a deep understanding of their spiritual essence and connection to the divine. By embracing fasting in God mode, practitioners embark on a journey of self-discovery and transcendence, paving the way for spiritual realization and inner peace. Practicing God mode and fasting involves a rigorous commitment to sublimating all sexual urges and food cravings through dedicated spiritual practice. In God mode, practitioners redirect sexual energy through prayer, specific breathing techniques, or chanting to elevate consciousness and deepen spiritual connection. This process, centered on sexual sublimation and inner purity, is guided by devotion to a higher spiritual purpose. Simultaneously, fasting demands control over food urges, promoting physical health and spiritual purification through disciplined eating schedules or abstaining from food. Both practices emphasize surrendering to divine guidance, enabling individuals to transcend lust and food cravings. It is only through the name of the Lord that one can overcome their lust. And likewise, with the Lord's guidance, one can easily conquer their belly. Nature's grip on humanity is intense, entwining us in the perpetual cycle of survival and replication. From the relentless pursuit of wealth and status to the insatiable hedonistic drive for physical pleasure, these desires shape our lives and perpetuate the illusion of separateness from our true spiritual essence. Yet beneath the surface of these primal urges lies a deeper truth, that our ultimate fulfillment transcends mere biological imperatives. To escape the clutches of nature's grasp is to embark on a journey of spiritual awakening and liberation. It requires courage to renounce the superficial cravings that bind us and to seek instead the timeless wisdom of our inner being. Through complete renunciation of nature, we have found the one-way ticket to God, a path illuminated by discipline, devotion, and divine guidance. In prayer, we humbly ask for the strength and wisdom to relinquish our attachment to worldly desires. God, please grant us the resolve to persevere on this journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. May we find solace in quiet moments of introspection and clarity, where the voice of the divine speaks loudest. Guide us towards inner peace and enlightenment, where the chains of materialism and physical desire no longer hold sway. With faith as our compass and love as our shield, may we transcend the limitations of human existence and embrace the boundless expanse of spiritual truth. Amen.